A very bright day to you wherever you are. This is Football Planet here on Africa's most adored channel, Africanews. My name is Juliet Bewa and we do this every week. Coming up, the whole FIFA machinery is in Nigeria. What for? We will find out in the next few minutes of this exciting show. We've also got under 20 action and a special feature from Mali. FIFA bosses Gianni, Infantino and Fatma Samoura have met with FA bosses of 17 African federations in Nigeria. Top of the agenda, as usual, was football in the region. We go on the line to speak with Kwesi Nyantakyi, president of the Ghana Football Association, who is in Abuja to bring us up to speed on what has happened so far. Thanks for joining us, Kwesi. How important is this meeting and why do you think FIFA decided to have this?
The Nigerian Football Federation invited FIFA president and also invited all of us to come and take part in the development program that is taking place here. It was a good opportunity for us to meet the president and discuss our common problems with him. And I think it went very well.
But tell me, what of the discussions and what was the main points of interest to the African football chiefs?
We admonished us to support him, and we also declared our support for him. And then each and every member discussed clear issues relating to his country. But the general theme was how FIFA could support African countries to develop the game. With the increased financial support, people were expecting it to be released, but the money has not yet been released. And the other issue has to do with the FIFA committee, recent happenings there, and people's happiness with it. Yeah, my expectation is that there will be more funding. Now people are giving more money, and I hope that that money will be utilized efficiently so we can derive the maximum benefit from it. And I think that we all work together and ensure that we get these monies and develop our respective efforts.
When you looked around, did you feel a general level of contentment and also whether or not the FA heads believed a useful relationship has been struck?
Everybody is happy. I think that they go back to their country more satisfied. And they now feel that they have a rapport with the president who is open and they can always discuss their problems with him. And I'm also happy with him and I hope that that rapport will help us to develop the game back in Ghana.
Thanks, Kwesi Nyantakyi, for joining us here on Football Planet. Away from that, a lot will be at stake as the 20th edition of the African Youth Football Championships holds in Zambia later next year. Current under-20 champions and 7 times winners of the competition, Nigeria, were pipped by Sudan to cut short another appearance. We have highlights of the game for you. Right, so we have reactions from the game. Malik Mohammed is the head of delegation of the Sudanese team. We also picked some thoughts of Nigeria coach Emmanuel Emunike.
And we come with our ambitions. This is their youth team. They have their ambition also. So and we knew that the Nigeria team, youth team, a very big team. And they have to, we have to fight. And this is a very fighting game.
These players, they are young, they are good players. All we can hope is for them to continue to develop in their career, for them to continue to grow as a player, and hopefully they will be useful to the nation when the time comes. Best, even if when we were leading, we were in a 2-1 up front, but we were not able to manage the game to our own advantage. We conceded some easy goals that's supposed not to happen. But like I said, it's football. We assume the responsibility and then we look forward.
Right, so still on the qualifiers, a one-goal victory at home was not enough to see on-off customers Ghana through. The only African team to have won the Under-20 World Cup in 2009. The defeat was a fatal blow. Coach of the side, Didi Dramani, admits hearts have been broken.
I would not consider that as a failure, because even in the human development, there are times that things don't go the way you anticipate. Under the challenges and then the difficulties that this team has gone through, I believe that we didn't achieve what we had anticipated to have achieved. But in terms of saying that it's a failure, I wouldn't say so, because some of these boys did not have the opportunity of getting to this far. But at least in terms of experience, they have had a level of development.
Right, let's hear from the Senegal coach, Joseph Koto, who is behind this famous qualification.
We have team to win that Africa Cup. Sure, we will go to travel our country. You see, there is no professional in our team. I took only local players. Only local players. We have many players in Europe, but I didn't want to take the players. You know why? Because the players who stay at home have more motivation than the players who came outside. For Africa Cup, at that time, we have long time to prepare. If that players come to prepare with the team, I agree to take them in the team. But if they come 5 days or 10 days before the game to play, never mind.
Right, still on the Under-20 qualifiers, as Zambia prepares to host Africa's best Under-20 teams, the spotlight is on those who made the cut than the host. On your screens, the qualified teams for the 20th edition of the African Youth Championship. Time to switch the scales and go to Mali, where a novelty football championship of cadet corps has been launched in the West African country. The competition was put together by the Malian Football Federation and will see 14 teams across the country compete.
The Malian Football Federation has launched its first cadet championship, which brings together 14 teams from across the country. Out of the 14 teams, 8 come from Bamako, while 6 are from the other regions. The 14 teams have been divided into 2 groups. The teams which emerged first in their groups play the finals. The opening game was played between Mopti and Kai, 2 teams from the east and west of the country, respectively. The opening match appears to have met the aspirations of the people.
The
most important for me is not so much to win, but to assemble children to play the game at such a level. I know that there are some Mopti players who have never played in modern stadia. This will be more motivating for them. Mali's first international trophy was grabbed thanks to the performance of the cadet team. The zeal to have similar performances has pushed the Malian Football Federation to establish its own championship for under-17 players. The strategic objective is to be able to make sure Malian football has a strong base, because children are the future and it is important to work hard. The federation hopes these young players will pick up the relay baton from the older generation in future. Mali believes there are many hidden footballers in the country who have been looking for an opportunity to shine, and this is just the right moment. Malian football lovers are excited about this new opportunity for them to cash fun. It is a very beautiful initiative. I encourage the federation to maintain it. The championship is fully funded by FIFA to the tune of $50,000.
Right, so this is where we draw the curtains on Africa's most loved football show, Football Planet, here on Africanews. From the entire team here at Africanews, we say thanks for watching and see you same time next week. My name is Juliet Bewa. Stay on side.